What is going on, everyone? This is Ninja Geek here, and today we are bringing you some Black Ops 3 gameplay, and we are going to be talking about the video game cycle. Now, lots of people would probably be like, oh, well, that's pretty self-explanatory. I mean, you don't really need to make a video about the video game cycle, but I kind of wanted to anyways because I thought it would be a cool idea, and I'm going to start off basically where we're starting off right now in the month of September, almost going into October, and it's going to go till next year around this same time. And so let's get started talking about the entire video game cycle and generally what it is. Of course, there are different occurrences and releases that happen each and every year that could change. Like, for example, Destiny came out last year, and it kind of bridged the gap for a lot of people between the Call of Duty series and then the next Call of Duty series. Destiny came out at a perfect time, a lot of people say, that so that they can carry them on to the next Call of Duty or whatever games are coming out within the end of the year, and I think it did the same this year. So basically on September 15th, The Taken King came out, and right around now, between the months of, I would say, May-ish through July, August, September, getting into October, we're kind of in the video game cycle stage where there's nothing really to play. I mean, Taken King was really the only thing that came out. Other than that, there's not a whole lot that came out. I know Until Dawn came out. That's a very good game. I'm going to review that soon. But not a lot of games ended up coming out, and usually they don't end up coming out during this time period, and that's not because the developers are just, it's not like they intentionally mean to do that. Well, they kind of do, because they want to release their games as closest to the holiday season as they can, of course, to make their money. That's pretty self-explanatory right there. But between those time periods that I just mentioned, like May, maybe late April-ish through May, June, July, August, September, October, those months are kind of stale, if you will, on the games that come out and the games that we play, especially since, Call of Duty releases in November. We have to go through that whole time. I mean, I know how many of you right now that if they're still playing Advanced Warfare, because I know I'm not playing Advanced Warfare, and I don't ever wish to play that pile of dung heap again. How many of you are still enjoying Advanced Warfare? Probably not a lot. And after like 3 weeks of the game coming out, I still didn't enjoy that game a lot. But anyways, so you're getting tired of all these games. What is there to play? And there's not a lot. And then it just makes you not want to be able to go online anymore. But then getting into November, December, January, February, this is where the gaming season basically takes off, because literally every game I know is coming out late October, November, and then we got early December because it's the holiday season. I know we've got Halo 5 coming out. There's Fallout 4, Tomb Raider, Black Ops 3, Star Wars Battlefront. There's so many excellent game series that are going to be coming out at the end of the year that I think there's just going to be an overabundance, and people are just not going to have enough time to play those games. So it's kind of like we go from a barren desert to a surplus of food here within a matter of a month, basically. And, from November through December and then through even January, February, we're still playing those new games that we either got at Christmas, or there's new games that were even released during February, March, and even some in April. This is like the whole video game season. And then after April kind of goes, May, there may be a couple of releases, but June, July, August, September, it's basically like hearing crickets outside. There's no releases there, and then that leads us into another year, and it keeps just going on and on and on. Now, here's my plan for what I'm going to do, because right now, of course, Taken King just came out for Destiny, so my plan right now is to play Taken King. I'm also going to be finishing up Until Dawn, because I have not finished it yet. I'm about halfway through that. I'm also going to play the Tomb Raider game. That was the free one that came out with Xbox Live, I believe, for the month of September. I downloaded that, haven't got a chance to play that yet, but I will be playing that. So there's some things that I have to look forward to. And then I'm going to be, of course, playing the Star Wars Battlefront, that beta. That could not come any sooner for me. And then after that, I'm probably just going to play Destiny until all of those games release, like Halo 5, Black Ops 3, then the official Star Wars Battlefront game. And that's going to take us over into next year, which then we will have the same predicament, usually around, I'd say May, June-ish, and then on from there we have a dying breed of video games that just don't release, and you just don't know what to do with yourself, basically. I mean, you could go, it's like, I could go on and play Black Ops 2 or Black Ops 3, or, I mean, that time next year you're going to be saying, I could play Black Ops 3, But do I really want to? You know, I played it so many times now that it's just not fun anymore because I played it that many times. You know, you keep playing something, it just keeps getting boring and boring, and then you're back at the same area where next November, a bunch of games are going to come out. We're just going to get so excited. We're going to play them through November, December, January, February, March, and then April, and then dropping off May. It's like, oh, well, now June, oh, there's nothing to play. And then you gotta wait again till July, August, September, and then starting in October, it kind of starts to rise again. It's basically like, think of it like a roller coaster. You're going up the roller coaster, you're going up. It's like climbing to those games. Right now we're on the slope up, the upward slant to get to those video games, and as soon as we get to the top, we start dropping down. The roller coaster took so long to climb up, and now we're just rolling down. We're sailing down, and then around April, May-ish, it starts to climb back up. Well, April's still kind of a thriving month. It's not as thriving as the holiday seasons, but, you know, it's kind of starting to slow down, and then in May, at the end of it, it starts to slow down. June hits like a stop. It just kind of like stops, and then the roller coaster has to climb back up again for July, August, September, and October, and that's the whole video game cycle. But, you know, I said that what I'm going to do for this year during this time, you know, during the summer, I basically, most of the time I played Destiny. There was nothing that came out during the summertime that I was interested in anyways. So, you know, I played Destiny a lot of the times, maybe Call of Duty here and there, different things like that. But now I'm going to definitely be getting more into the Battlefront beta, which when that comes out, I'm going to be excited to play that on both consoles. And there's Until Dawn that I'm playing right now, Tomb Raider, so there's some things that I'm excited to play as well, but definitely not as big as the November releases when that comes. And, you know, that's basically it on the video game cycle. Leave a comment actually below on what you're currently playing right now and what you plan to play for a little bit until the surplus of games comes through, or either what you're going to be playing when the surplus games comes through, because gaming is so interesting. You have people coming from different areas. Oh, I like Call of Duty, I like Battlefield, I like Destiny, I like this, I like that, and you got it. You know, the gaming community is still thriving. I'm not saying that it's not thriving, it's just the video game cycle through different months kind of goes up, you know, it starts climbing the roller coaster, and then when it goes down the roller coaster, it's going lightning speed fast. Games are being popped out, excellent ones. And, you know, there are some shitty games here and there. Advanced Warfare. But, yeah, that's it for this video. Leave a like if you did enjoy, and subscribe for more content. I'm Ninja Geek. I'll see you whatever my next video happens to be. I'm out. Peace.